What's going on, boys and girls? Welcome back to another Echocalypse video, and we are going to update the tier list before the new year. We got a brand new unit out, and that is in Levia. We're going to place her somewhere, and we're going to make some adjustments here according to testing. Now, I want to say a big shout out to my boys and girls in Eden who are massive whales and have done a lot of testing on my behalf and given me some advice. And I'm telling you now, my tier list is actually pretty spot on for most players. I've actually gone out to even talk to some of the more experienced veterans as well, and we're looking like we're doing pretty well. So first off, let's talk about Aiken because she's in the list. She's definitely going to be SS. Right now, the top DPS in the game will be overshadowed eventually once a few other units come out, but right now, easily top tier DPS. Now, the SS list remains the same. The only change I would make here is VV will go down to S. So here's how we're going to approach this. Two ways. Value as free-to-play, value as whale, put it together. I'm going to explain both, okay? So I'm going to tell you guys, if you're a whale, where this unit situates. If you're a free-to-play, where this unit situates. Okay, so for VV, for free-to-play, I'd say S close to A because the shield means nothing. The damage reduction is a lot, and that's where really most of her value comes from. So I'll keep her in S for now. For whales, if you can get her maxed out, of course, she's going to be SS, period. Just way too much survivability. You're going to keep getting that. If we look at the rest of this list here, you're most likely going to drop Kiki down to S eventually. Right now, she'll remain SS because she's still a top tier DPS at the moment. But eventually, she is going to drop to S. But right now, this list here, SS, makes the most amount of sense. So Aiken, your number one DPS in the game, bar none. Nephthys, your best healer in the game, easily, with continuous healing. The ability to do attack up to the highest attack unit in your team. Really high-end healing with her special, as well as her basic attack, which gives her the attack up as well for that highest unit. So really ends up being a long-term unit anyways. And then, of course, Audrey. Audrey, I don't care if you're free-to-play at 1 star or 0 stars, or if you have, obviously, 7 stars, which is 100% rage regeneration and regen. She gives you so much value and will stay long-term forever. So this right here stays top tier, guys, for quite some time. Now, for the rest of these, Zawa is the only one I'm considering putting up here at SS, but right now we're going to keep her at S. If you're a whale, she's SS. If you're a free to play, she's S. Niz, same thing. If you're a whale, she's SS. If you're free to play, she's S. Two of the best CC in the game easily. Blind at 50%, blind at 40% if you're doing her special. Plus, she has incredible damage, and also the ability to steal buffs, not only with her special when you rank her up all the way to 7 stars for whales, obviously, and the ability to obviously steal buffs with her V-arm, which is huge. And then Niz, of course, the control that she has with Frost is bar none the best in the game right now for controlling. Fenriru, I'm going to keep it S for free to play, especially. I would even, honestly, for free to play, I could even argue she's better damage dealer than Kiki at some points. So you could, for free to play, put SS. For whales, she can go down to A at this point, probably, and then, or stay S. I mean, we'll keep her at S for now because I think it's a good balance between whales and free to play. Whales can see her at SS. Whales can see her at A. Free to play can see her at SS, so we're gonna balance her out and just say she stays S. And of course, Vivi we brought down already a level. Stara we're gonna bring down 1 level as well too. Shiyu I think also 1 level here. Whales would love her as a tank, and also the fact that she revives and burns, so she's really good for a burn team. But I keep telling people burn teams don't work that well right now in global. They just don't work well. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know who keeps telling people to keep using burn teams, but they're not doing too well because a couple reasons. Number one, Rayon is the only pay to win character at the moment. So if you're free to play, burn teams will not work for you. Just please stop using them. If you are pay to win though, and you have her, she can probably go S to SS for whales. But for those who only have her a 1 star, I'm gonna keep her an A. You know what? We'll move her to S for now. Just move her to S because she is a good damage dealer. We'll leave her there. Okay, Dena stays A pretty much across the board, whether you're pay to win or free to play. I don't think she really goes up any higher than Nephthys. She could technically be an S healer for whales, but free to play, I'm going to keep her at A. Pan, on the other hand, becomes B for free to play, but A for pay to win. Now, the reason why is because when you go to 7 stars with Pan, you get yourself the plus crit 30%, the burst shield, plus everybody gets shielded, right? At a higher percentage of max HP. For free to play, that doesn't happen for a very long time, or if ever. The shield is minuscule. The control effects are kind of useless, to be honest. So I'd put her closer to B probably and keep Pan at A. I'm going to toss her up a level, or the main character up a level. Quite honestly, for free-to-play, plays a pretty pivotal role in CCing. So I'm going to put the main character as A, raise it up there. Towerette, the rest of them, Beam, etc. I think they're fine where they're at. Jet here has a good CC. The problem is it doesn't work on anything but PvP and some PvE modes, and it's a low chance. Turning things into mummies is really good because it also takes the rage away. The rest of these guys, damage reflect, tanking, taunt, etc. I think that's fine where it is. Okay, so for all of those who are arguing about Firentia with me, let me plead my case to you, okay? I think she deserves D tier because right now she's pretty damn useless. Okay, I really mean it. Outside of a burn team, she does nothing for you. So, for those who are like, you know what, she deserves a little bit more love, I don't know where the tier lists on the other people are and what they're expecting from the burn teams, but I've talked to whales, like massive. We're talking about 20 million power whales, all the way down to free-to-plays, and I've yet to meet somebody who's using an effective burn team over a pure burst DPS team. So, unless we see a proper burn team set up, these may change, guys, but for now, this is kind of fine where it's at. We got Drain here in Camellia. We got Nightingale, who's not a very good healer. We have Seth, who's armor reduction and armor break, and then we have Bastet, which again just is overshadowed here. So I think this remains the same. Now the question is Levia. Where does Levia fall into all of this? Now she is a rage regeneration unit. Rage regen is the meta. It always will be the meta. Unfortunately, that's not going to change because at the end of the day, I'm sorry guys, but this game is a damage simulator. So the more specials you can pump out, the more you will do with these units, right? And because she offers you the ability to regen rage, but not as efficiently as Audrey does, now we're going to talk about Whale and we're going to talk about free to play. You only need one copy of her for free to play. I don't think going any further is worthwhile right now. You can use her on Team 1 or Team 2, obviously. If you need a second rage regenerator for Team 2, you obviously want to put her there. You can also use her with Audrey because Audrey does regen on the back, while Levia does regen on the opposite row, so she can do the front if you have her in the back. And you kind of want to do that anyways because you want her to have full rage to be able to give rage on her special. She doesn't have regen, right? So that's kind of a downfall there. So that's why Audrey plays a bigger role than her. She's obviously an off healer with the rage regen. But that's not to say Levia is bad. As a matter of fact, she is going to sit in the S tier because of the ability to rage regen. And she has a little bit more damage, magic damage coming from her for her active. So that's where she's going to sit. For those who have her on C have admitted that. For those who have used her on different versions in EU right now, I've contacted a couple of EU players because she's actually out in EU early. They also agreed that S is probably good. So there you guys have it. That's the setup right now. Any new characters that are on this list that come up, I'll update this every month and I'll keep you guys informed. But this is the most up-to-date tier list at the moment. We made a few changes, as you guys can see, but for the most part, things are remaining fairly balanced. So for those who have comments, questions, let me know in the comment section. I'm curious to see your experience, but this has been mine. I've had a whale account to work with on my friend Terrorizer, who unfortunately quit, so I won't have that account anymore, but I have a lot of my friends in Eden who are going to be providing me their feedback because they're massive whales, and I appreciate them for doing that. And then of course I have my own free-to-play experience on all of these with my own testing and my own advice for those players. Alright guys, this is Payne. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Take care.